Hello. Hi, Nigel. You have got a great workout here where you are going to work on your abdominal strength and your upper limb strength. I've added in a few other things that I think you should work on, which are mid-back mobility and low back fine control and a little sprinkling of stretching for the hamstrings and around the hips. Okay, so we're going to try and include all of those elements. Now, I have got these weighted balls here that are similar to what we've used in the class. What we use in class is usually 1 kilo, but I have got these are 2 kilos, which are probably more suitable for you. The blue ones we have in the class might be a bit easy for you, maybe. So those are 2 kilos, and I actually bought them at one of my favorite shops, Mr. Price in Tala. So if you're interested, you can get them. It's a tenner for 2. They come as one, but they're $4.99 each, up in Mr. Price in Tala. Let's get going. Okay. Give yourself a second just to settle in. Toes pointing forwards. We're going to let yourself lengthen up. And I want us to come firstly to thinking about where your rib cage placement is. And I'll be coming back to that over and over, okay? So find the hard section of the ribs and work down to the bottom of that, okay? Out and then sink. So the ribs melt down onto your tummy. Stick the ribs out, let them sink, melt down onto your tummy. You can see I'm still very tall. Stick them out. Now let them melt down. So I want you to maintain that melted down feeling, and all the length that you want to get from yourself is coming up through the back of yourself, through the back of the neck and the back of the spine, okay? With that in mind, maintain those melted ribs and let your hands float up, and you're going to come up and out in 2 circles, okay? We're not going to go all the way up beside the ears, because if you go all the way up beside the ears, I think for you, those ribs are going to pop, okay? So we're going to keep it to about here and then circle out and come back. So we're just starting to build awareness through those upper abdominals to keep the ribs nicely anchored. And we're starting to get a little bit of rotation through the shoulders. We're just going to get them moving. 3. Exhale, scoop down. Inhale up and scoop. 1 more. And okay. Now this next section you can do with the weights or with it. My hands are struggling a bit to get around these, but your hands will be a bit bigger than mine. Okay, so same thing again. Up and circling round. Coming up. So work hard and making sure those ribs don't pop out. And we're only doing 5. 3. Scoop. 4. Work on that length through the back of yourself. 5. Now, keeping that in mind, you're going to take the arms behind you, okay, and just let them float off the back of yourself. Kick up. Now, as the arms get further back, it's tempting to let those ribs pop out, but don't let that happen. Just trying to get the body moving here, trying to get those hamstrings warmed up. But you're also maintaining that core control as well, okay? So there's not too much wobbling about. Arms are straight and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through to the center, and you're going to roll down. Head, shoulders, upper back, mid-back, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Breath in. You can leave the weights there if you want to. Bring yourself back up. Shoulders back. And again, through. Take an inhale. This time you're going to grab the weights, start to roll back up. And we're going to take a little bit of movement into the knees. Bend the knees, and then arms up. Bend the knees, arms up. 4, 3, 2. Last one. A little bit of strength for that ankle and leg that you're trying to build back up. Keep the knees bent, up and down on the toes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, roll down. Piece by piece, don't rush it. You know this, each little piece of your spine. Let the weight bring you down. You should feel a stretch down the back of those hamstrings. Come forward onto the balls of your feet a little bit more. Take a breath. Come back up, and we're going to do that one more time. Unroll. Hands out. Knees are going to soften. And up on the toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, last one. Hands down, roll down, release your spine. This is your chance to get a nice stretch out. Let the weights bring you down. Feel the heaviness of your head. Inhale. Exhale, coming back up. Leave your weights down on the floor. Wide legs. Take yourself over into a little stretch for the groin and then over the other way, okay? We're just nice and easy. You don't need to really push madly far down or anything like that for the moment, as long as it just feels like you're opening up a little bit through those hips. How you doing? Okay. And 3, 2, 1. This time, take it over to your right and just hold it there. You're going to feel a little stretch. Leave this hand on your hip and let the other hand just hang down. Now, pay attention to where the feet are and where the knee is. Okay, everything else is pretty much straightforward. Other side. Stretchy on the inside. Couple of nice big breaths. Super. Stand up. Spread out the legs a tiny bit more. Spread out your arms. Keep those ribs nicely positioned. Put your right hand on your hip. You should feel quite superpower-ish. And then you're going to thread the needle. And open, spread out your fingers. And through. So this is also a little antidote to all the time sitting at a desk during the day, especially when you're working from home. And 4. Last one. Change sides, come back to your superhero stance first, but get those ribs placed. And twist through. And again. So we're starting to introduce here a little bit of that mid-back mobility that I was saying might be nice to bring along for the ride. And we're also starting to work the obliques, the abdominals at your side. Last one. Great. Wiggle the feet back in. Yep, lovely. We'll just do a little bit of mini marching just to get the legs moving again. Hands up and down, up and down, and 3 and 2, last 1, pick up your weights, same thing, and up and down and up. So there's a little bit of coordination required. It's just a straight press up and down, okay? Now again, you're still paying attention to what's happening with your body. So don't let this happen, okay? Keep those ribs under control. 2, last 1. Great stuff, you can pop them back down again, carefully. Bring your feet heel toe. Last little bit of warming up mobility here. Hands like a Cossack, and you're going to put your right foot in front. Look over your right shoulder as far as you, as you really possibly can. Let the shoulders drop down, look a tiny bit more. Now you can let your very upper back start to join in. Keep looking, your head will go further. Keep twisting. Pause there, inhale. Exhale through. Well done. Hands behind your head. And when you take them behind your head, I want you to make sure that there's no poking forward with the chin. So press the back of the head very gently into your hands. Ribs are still melted. Head. So your arms will come with you. Keep going. Upper back. Keep twisting through. Keep breathing. Pause at the end. Nice inhale. Exhale. Back you come. Don't let that chin poke forwards. One more like this. Breath in. Keep the hips facing forwards. Exhale, head. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Then the upper back. Then the mid back. Pause. Breath in and out. On the out, come back. Great stuff. Change sides. Heel toe. Left foot in front. Arms like a Cossack. Round with the head. Take your time. Go as far as you possibly can. And then you're going to let the upper back join in. Round, round, round. And return. I'm a bit wobbly today. If you need to take the feet apart like me, then do so. Hands behind your head, rib cage melted, and go. Round all the way. And come back. Now, the surroundings are probably a little bit unfamiliar. So this is my other studio that I use. All the way around. And come back. It's not completely finished. That's why the stuff isn't hanging up on the wall. Take your feet a little bit further forward now so that you're coming through into that lunge to open up the hips a little. From here, just pause, sink down, hands out. And you're going to take your right hand back for a bow and arrow to finish off this feeling of moving your mid back. Pull through. Last one. Reach down, get your weight. Same thing, but pulling back with the weight. And 3. And 2. Last one. Change sides. We could just rest it here, or could we? No. No, we couldn't. Hands out, breath in. Twist round. And back. Just 3 without the weight. Make the most of it. If you want to sink a little bit further, you're going to work your legs a bit more. Pick up your weight. Mind your back. Pull back for 4. Stay steady on those legs. 3. Breathe out with the effort. Last one. Great stuff. And you'll just lower yourself down. Let the weight down, okay? I'm just going to turn sideways, but you can stay where you are. And you're going to do a little bit of a pelvic tilt in this position, okay? So I want you to think about your very tailbone, okay? And stick it out, like shake a tail feather kind of thing. And then really smoothly and slowly tuck that under. Yeah, and try and let that movement be happening from waist down, not this upper section. Stick your tailbone out, smoothly tuck the tailbone under. This is this fine low back control that I want you just to add in, just to have a little bit of money in the bank for the back. And we're also working on the deep abdominals. And through, let's just see if you can do that, but just slightly hovering. So stick your bum out a little, tuck it under. You'll feel stretchy through the front of the thigh. That's okay. And tuck under. One more. Good. Change sides. Stay on the floor for now. Settle in. Now stick your bum out nice and smooth and slow. And then tucking under. Minimal work through here. All the work from the actual tailbone. So it requires a little bit of concentration, really focusing in on that movement, low, low, low down in your back. Stay on the floor if you want to, Nigel, or come up into that little hover. Tailbone out, smooth, no cogwheel effect, tailbone under. Tailbone coming out. So you can see it's not a big movement, okay? It's pretty small. Last time, tailbone out, tailbone under, and come down. And you're going to get to lie down now, all the way down. Through here. And have your weights nearby. You'll need them. But we're going to start with double leg stretch. The arms are like we did in warm-up. So they're coming out, wide circles, and then return. I'm going to move ever so slightly. I'm too near the wall. Sorry. Okay. So just like we practiced, do your pelvic tilts and just find that neutral position. Got it? And I want you just to think about this mid-back area of yours, okay? And you want to make sure that that is really connected down onto the mat, okay? There'll still be a little tiny space at the low back, but for you, the tendency is to lift up through there, okay? So you're going to let that really melt and really work on that. So that's why you're practicing these wide arms, to see if you can maintain that control. Bring the legs up to bring in the low abdominals. They're just going to stay in tabletop and scoop out. Coming through, breath out over, wide circles, return. And again, you've got the idea, grab the weights. Stay in tabletop, long, straight arms the whole time, all right? Don't let those ribs pop, and make sure the low tummy is engaged. Breath in, prepare. Breath out, over. Wide. Inhale, back to center. Breath out through. And out. And back. Ready. And through. Coming out. I'm starting to regret my 2 kilo choice already, and we've got a long way to go, but you'll be fine. And come back. Make sure that low tummy keeps drawing in and it's not popping up through here. And 2 more. Out. All the way. Last one. Great. Leave the arms up there, let the feet down, 1 foot down, other foot down. Just do your pelvic tilt once. Arch smoothly, curl smoothly, find your neutral, and check the back of your ribs are on the floor. So we're doing the same thing again, but bringing your right leg in. Exhale, everything goes out. Inhale, everything comes in. Exhale, really engage your low tummy. Inhale, everything back. Keep going, 2 more on this side. Legs should point to where the wall meets the ceiling. And last one. Other side, breath in. Exhale through. Wide circles controlled. How are you doing? Exhale through. If the tummy's feeling good, you can take that leg a little bit lower. Just make sure your back isn't sore. And coming back. Last one. If you can, both legs. And return everything to the center. Coming back. Keep it going. Exhale, strong arms, strong legs. So keep them super straight. Focus on lengthening those arms as much as you can. Use the muscles through the whole arm, from shoulder all the way down to fingers. Now attention on the legs. Stretch your legs out fully, right down to the toes. Use your thighs to fully extend at the knee. You've just got 2 more to do. And extend. Breath in for energy. And again. Now, if it's too much for your back, obviously you can just do that section one leg at a time. Put one weight down, edge your feet out. So they're a bit further away from your bum, is what I mean. Arms are coming up overhead. And you're just going to pause here for a minute, just to let this stretch out for 2 big deep breaths. Now you're going to remember what you did for your roll down and standing. Same action as we roll up now. Breath in, prepare. Breath out, you're going to lift your weight, curl your head all the way over, and then come up and curl back. Take it slow, piece by piece by piece, and up overhead, but not right back to the floor, about halfway. Come on up. Whole way, pause here, open up. Good. Control right the way through. So hopefully you're starting to feel like there's something having to work a little bit through your abdominals. Yeah. Come up and through. Curl piece by piece, no rush. And all the way. And up. Great stuff. Now, if you're doing, okay, then you just continue with more of them. If you feel you can make it a tiny little bit harder, and I would love you to stretch out those hamstrings, you can let one leg just stretch out and arms come up and over. Reach on up and through. Breath in and up. Switch legs, coming back and up. You can flex the foot if you would rather. Long and tall, back. Breathe, don't swing it. It's tempting to just swing the ball overhead and come up. Great, you can let that down. Pause up here for a minute. I'm going to let you just curl that low back again. Come back to that fine control, tucking the tailbone in and then coming just off it. Tuck the tailbone under, keep it smooth, come just off it, and then just tuck it under just a wee tiny bit. Okay, so we're not all the way curled, but you're not arched, certainly not. You're tucked under. Stay here, just leave the weight there for a moment. Bow and arrow. 3, 2, keep tucked under. Last one. Pick up your weight, same side. And 4 this time. Tuck your tummy under, more. 3, 2. See how I can give out to you, even though it's virtual? And change sides. Do you need a little break for that low back? Get ready and weight down. Fine control, pelvis tucked under. 3 and 2. Feels a bit rude turning away from you, sorry. Last one. No, sorry, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. So we're working on the obliques up in this upper section, in this upper range of movement for our trunk flexion, okay? Now we're going to continue to work on the obliques, but way down on the mat. And we're coming back to what we did earlier with our twists, spine twists. So we're back to the feet, a little closer to the bum, and we have to come back to make sure these ribs are melted again. I know, I'm like a broken record, I'm sorry, but go with me. Now, can you maintain them even as you take the hands behind the head without any pop? Breath in and abdo prep. Hold it here, chin in, and you're going to twist towards me just like you did in standing. Okay, so let the head go first and then the body will come back to center. You're still in hover. Exhale round, back to center. You've got it. And back, come down to the mat. Stay with that if you want to, or float one or both legs. Come on, you can do it. Hot ribs, come up. Inhale, bit of energy. Draw this tummy well in and head. Return. Keep your elbows wide. Back to your hover, chin in. Good stuff. Keep drawing that low tummy right in. Now you're going to make sure both knees stay exactly still, so they're not going to wibble and wobble around. 3 more if you can, Nigel. Come on, you're doing good. 2. Let the head do the work. Don't let that elbow start to take over. Come down to the mat. 1 foot, other foot. Take a nice little breath. Both feet down, other side. Exhale through. Head round, your trunk will follow. And back to a hover, chin in. Tummy down, twist. Coming back. And again. Coming back. Now again, if you want to, you can keep the legs down, or we're coming up. Hands behind the head, breath in. Up we come. Inhale. Twist round. Elbows wide the whole time. Think about that movement that you've got at the shoulders, and you don't want to encroach in on that. So your trunk is doing all the work. You're halfway there, just 4 more to go. And 4. And 3. You might be starting to regret that you said, can we work on abdominals, Marie Claire? And last 1. 1 foot down, other foot down. Bring your shoulders and your head back to the mat. Pause here, take a little breath. And you're going to have a little rest here and let one knee just flop open out to the side. So you're going to make this kind of shape. From here, bring both arms up and out into your cactus position. Let the floor support you completely. Breathe into the front of your body. Let your other hip open, so you're switching sides. Let the knee feel heavy. Bring both knees together and then open both up. And don't force it or bounce, just let the weight of your legs and the weight of your open arms just allow you to spread out, allow you to get a nice breath in. Both knees together, and then coming over onto your side. So we're going to go from here into plank, all right? Now, you're well able for this. I'm not going to talk you through it step by step. Hands a little bit in front and through. You're holding at 10, 9, lengthen your arms. Make sure your head is an extension of your spine. It's not sagging forwards. 3, 2, 1, and come down and rest. Now, instead of your hands being out shoulder width apart, you're going to bring them in to the middle, okay? Closer together, and you're going to repeat that again. Breath in, and hold it here. 10, 9, 8. Push through the arms. Keep breathing. Now, turn towards me. Take all your weight onto one arm and come all the way through into side plank. Hold it here. 10, 9, pick up that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back through the center, hands out shoulder width again, and you're coming into press ups. 10, 9, you'll be better than me at these. 7, 6, 5. Now keep your body in that plank shape. 2, last 1. Over into your side plank the other way. Make sure your hand is under the shoulder. Open that top hand up. Stay long and strong. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come down, hands and knees, all the way around to face me. We're going to do another little set of that in a minute, okay? But just to intersperse it a little bit, I'm going to bring the weights back in. So you're up into high kneeling, okay? Be careful again that you're in a nice straight line and that everything's under control. Arms out straight, and this is like a straight arm fly basically. Out to the side, back in. Coming out, coming back in. Now watch that abdominal control. So there's no sway back and forth. Yeah, how are we doing? Halfway there. 4, and 2, last 1. Elbows in, 1 foot forward. Lunge through. A little sprinkling of that hip mobility. Come back. Now you can stay in kneeling or bring yourself just up into that hover again, dumb waiter. 8. Open the shoulders without the ribs popping, okay? I've lost count. 3, and 2. Last 1. Come down. Change sides. Dumb waiter. Hover. Good stuff. Now the lower that knee is to the ground, okay, the harder it's going to be. Or if you want to come up and down, if you find that better, that's fine. Great work for the legs as well. And we'll go 4. How are you doing? Hope the arms are working a little bit. Last 1. Well done. Back down. Leave the weights back down, come back through, get ready to do your plank again. You're going to do the press ups. I'm going to take them easier. You can do a full press up, or you can do this position. And go. 10, 9. Now for you, the biggest thing is watch what's happening with your head. Don't let that head get ahead of your body. So a little bit of double chin action here. And then come back to thinking about what you're doing with those ribs. So don't let them lead the way. 2, I think. Last 1. Come out into full plank if you're not already there, but one hand is going to be closer to the center so that you can come round onto that and open up. So make sure this hand is under you and it's not too far up that way. Keep breathing. 4 more seconds. Come back through. Hold it this time. So engage those abdominals. Stay long and strong. Use the tummy, use the thighs, use the bum, use your breath. And then other side. Whoops. Hold it there. 10 more seconds. You can do it. Push the floor away from you. Expand that upper hand. And down you come. All the way back through into this lovely tall kneeling position. Shrug your shoulders. Let them drop. Shrug your shoulders. Let them drop. 2 more. And drop. Last one. Strong center. Pick up. Long arm fly. Good. So keep those arms super straight. If this is starting to just make your neck or your shoulders a little bit sore, you can always come in through here, okay, and do your short arm fly, all right? But if you can, keep it out there. Two more. I've lost count, as usual. Good. Bring the elbows in, 1 foot forwards, kneel, hover, or up and down for your lunge. Good, pull out. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back here, okay? Try and get a bit lower than I am. 4 more, 4, 2, last one. Come down, both feet into kneeling, simple biceps curls. Squeeze on up, squeeze on down. Now while you're doing this, squeeze that bum, all right? Open those shoulders. There you go, okay? Totally different. No swaying back and forth, only movement is at the elbows. And 4. Keep breathing. Last one. Well done. Take your other foot through. Let's stretch out for the hip again. Got to do that on the other side. Dumb waiter, kneel, hover, or come up and down. Toes under, bum under, ribs placed. 8 times, squeeze the shoulder blades back, return. So hopefully you're a bit warmer, you feel like you're working. I do, hope you do. And 4, 3, bit lower, 2, last one, all the way down. And you can come down onto your side. If you need a little pillow, you know, grab one, that might be a good idea. And we've done this in class before, but maybe not for a while, okay? So let me just move this. We're going to do side kicks, okay? So for your side kicks, if you want to, I don't know how we'll manage with these bigger ones, but do you remember we did this before where you slotted one in behind your leg there? It's fine to have it in there. Slide so that you are long through your waist, okay? And you're going to take your other weight and just leave it up here, okay? You would be better with a pillow, really. I should have a pillow. Okay, and long arm, strong center, slide that knee forwards. And pull back as far as you can without releasing through the ribs. Okay, so you've got to keep that working and then return. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, back. Now, if you want to use the weight behind the knee, you can. But also, I've done it just using like a balled up pair of socks behind my legs, okay? And I want you to try and stretch your hip back a little bit without losing that core control. Just 2 more. Last one. That was good timing, it just fell out. Let the hand come down. Prop yourself up onto your elbow. Bad shoulder. Good shoulder. Bad shoulder. Good shoulder. Take a breath. Now I want you to really press that elbow down, down, down hard into your mat, okay? And then can you come through just for this little bit of side plank? Open up your hand, thread the needle. Push through. Thread the needle. Grab your weight if you want to. Push through. And up. You're doing good. Slowly, don't let the weight just collapse you down. Stay up there. Just 2 more. Last one. All the way. Look up at your hand. Power down through that elbow. Breathe. Come down. We're going to go from here up onto a nice high kneel again just before we switch sides. Both hands down. Take a little bow. Okay? So you're just here. Okay? You've just hinged at the hips and you're here. Hands back. Switch on that tummy. Hundreds. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. No wobbling. Out. Last round. Float on up. Hands release and come all the way back down. Now you can do it just like that again, or to add in that little bit of hamstring mobility, you're going to put one foot out in front, take your bow, but also hold on to your weights. Take a bow, long arms, rib control, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. If it's too tight down your leg, point the toes, or you can soften the knee a little, or just come up a bit taller. 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you can, stretch the back of that leg. 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last round. 2, 3, 4, 5. Weights down. Float those arms on up. Let them drift down. Feel how long your spine is, how long your leg is. Keep that as you let that leg slide back in and smoothly, as she says, let the other leg come through and just pause here in the stretch for a moment to suss it out, see how you are. I know one side's a lot tighter than the other for you, okay? If it's too much, stay with the knees side by side, stay tall, soften, there's loads of options. If you can get it straight, straighten, take a bow. Oh, we forgot these. Take a bow. Arms stay straight. Tummy engaged. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have to slow down a bit with the weights. 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more rounds. And out. Can you stretch a little more? And out. Last round. Stretch those arms. And out. Weights down. Long spine. Float the arms. Come on through. Now, I should have said right at the start, if you've got little dumbbells at home, okay, for most of the things you can use the dumbbells, all right, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to go out and buy these, just using these for weights. And it's convenient for that one that we do behind the leg, but it's not essential. So if you have weights at home, just use them instead of these, okay? Settle down for your side kicks. Yeah, long waist. Weight in behind your knee. Abdominals on. And long, strong arm. And now this is really, although we're exploring hip mobility for you here, this is really an exercise for trunk control. So how much of this can you keep very steady as you go back, okay? How much can you stretch without this popping through? And again, great stuff. Keep it smooth. Try not let that knee bob up and down. Try and keep this standing arm absolutely steady, steady, steady. We'll go for 4 more. Inhale, coming back, coming forward. That should be the easier part. More control required as you go back. 3. Keep squeezing in at the back there for a bit of hamstring activity. 2. Last one. Good. Leave them down. Come on, you're nearly there. Side plank. Make sure that elbow's right under you. Have a little stretch. Bad shoulder, good shoulder. Pick up the waist. If you feel you can, pick up all the way. Open through. Mid-back mobility. This is good for you just to stretch out, so make the most of it. Expand, look up if you don't get dizzy. Through. Grab the weight if you want to. And scoop. Come on up. And again. So you're using your obliques, you're using your abdominals. The obliques are part of the abdominals. And then you're using a lot of this shoulder control here to lower this arm steadily up and down. You're using a lot of abdominal control to maintain you in this plank position. Ugh. That's enough of that. Honestly, come on through all the way over onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Fine control for that low back. So we're coming back to just the tailbone, okay? Try not to let the upper back section join in for now. So it's not a full sort of cat-cow thing, okay? It's just the low back, tailbone up, tail tucked under between your legs. Bring your focus down onto it. We're slowing down. Inhale, tailbone up smoothly. Exhale, tailbone under, really control it. Inhale, coming through. And exhale, coming under. And last one. And release. Knees wide, come back down into child's pose. Rest your head. Two more big breaths. Come on up. Kneeling, upper back stretch. So look up, let your breastbone raise up towards the ceiling. So now you are letting the whole back join in. Come through. Step on up into standing. Nice big breath. And out. Side bend through, release off all the work you did for those obliques. Through to the other side, look down. Leave your hand and let it reach behind here. A little stretch for the triceps. And changing sides. Both arms in front, look down through the keyhole. Pause there. Let your arms come out of the sockets a little bit more, so you're letting yourself round. Now lift up the arms. Let them release towards the ceiling, all the way down. And you're done. Well done. So I hope that's ticked the boxes for you, and I hope that felt like a good workout, and I hope you're well. So look after yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, Nigel. Bye. Well done.